All right, parents, it is that time again. Football season is here, and parents and young athletes everywhere are living their own real-life version of Friday Night Lights. Now, we know sports can teach children confidence, the importance of teamwork, decision-making, so many life skills. But as a parent, don't you often worry about the health and safety of your young football-playing child? Today's guest understands that so well. Joining us now with some advice is Lisa Dorfman, a top sports nutritionist and registered dietitian. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, thank you. My pleasure to be here.
Well, you know, the reason I'm so glad you're here with us this morning is my son is 9. He wants to play football. And when I heard that you'd written a book, I was thrilled that you were going to be here. Now, the book is called Performance Nutrition for Football. It's geared to young athletes like my son. What are 3 areas that concerned parents like myself can be aware of before we put our kid out there on the field?
You know, parents should pay attention to energy levels. I know we feel like our kids have a lot of energy, but getting good food in the form of calories from carbohydrates, fats, and proteins in their diet. Number 2 is keeping them hydrated. A lot of our players have muscle cramping issues.
But they tend to want to drink soda and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know, because soda tastes good. Now, the key with kids is you've got to make those fluids taste good.
Okay.
So even you can make them soda at home. You could actually take some juice, which undoubtedly has some
and some sparkling water.
And there you go, and you have some homemade soda, and that way everybody wins. And number 3 is making sure that they get the foods that really protect them from getting hurt, that keep their bones, from breaking, and their muscles from aching.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, so let's use my son as an example, okay? What should he eat before the game? What should he eat, during and then after? Walk me through it for all the moms out there.
Yeah, well, energy-wise, most of your calories should come from carbohydrate fuel.
Okay.
Carbohydrates come from vegetables, from fruits.
I see the veggies there, yeah.
From whole grains. And whole grains doesn't only mean breads and pastas, but rice and beans and peas, which some kids don't really like, but they're so good for you. Those are the carbohydrate foods that fuel your brain, fuel your muscles, keep your blood sugars going, and just keep you going throughout the day. Now, with that being said, that's not what you want to have right before a game, because some of those foods are very rich in fiber.
Oh, no, you
and
don't want the fiber issue right now.
Yeah, fiber keeps our guts really fit, and your kids' guts fit too, but you don't want that before a game.
Right.
So something very simple. It could be something like a portable sport bar, something that's low in fiber. It could be just fruit. It could be a sports drink. They need to be hydrated before the game, and they need to get carbohydrates in their body. So it could be some toast. It just depends on the time of day. It could be toast. It could be a plate of pasta. It could be a chicken sandwich from, a grilled chicken sandwich from one of the fast food places. But something very simple and plain. Most of the time, though, you want to get that fiber in. You want to get some kind of lean protein source from chicken, from fish. I say a palmful for the kids. Your child is young, so maybe a half a palmful. Your palm, that is. So like 3 to 4 ounces or a deck of playing cards, basically.
Right.
But lean, take the skin off the chicken, grill the steak on the barbecue. And if he's vegetarian or chooses to be a vegetarian, he could eat something like tofu or soy or tempeh or beans and rice.
Well, one of the things that you and I have talked about, which I love, is really choosing kind of a rainbow, right, of foods. And if you think about it in that way, you can kind of be sure they're getting the nutrition they need.
No doubt about that. I say 5 colors a day.
We've got the
greens, and we got the whites from the dairy group. If they don't like milk, they could have soy milk. The browns from the whole grains or the bean group or some kind of lean protein group, meats and chicken. We've got oranges. Now, if they can't get it, a lot of kids don't like fruits and vegetables. I know what you're going to say.
And I was looking at the baby food. I'm like, what is this about?
Well, baby food is, some of them, especially like the bananas and carrots, are such a rich source. Hundreds of % of vitamin A and potassium. Now, you hear a lot about the electrolytes. Electrolytes are minerals that help our muscles to contract and relax. You don't get enough of the electrolytes, you're going to cramp up during those games. So I tell my players, okay, go in the locker room and just down one of these baby foods.
They're like hiding behind a locker somewhere so nobody sees them.
you know, throw it into a smoothie.
Yeah, exactly.
Or throw it into their, you know, tomato sauce. The carrots go very well in a tomato sauce on the pasta at night.
Good.
You know, hard to get electrolytes or minerals or magnesium. 7 out of 10 people are deficient in magnesium. How do you know? You could go to slowmag.com and actually calculate. You see a body filling up, you put in your foods, very easy to do. Or to go onto some kind of analysis program online. Find out what your kid is eating, because again, yeah, a spectrum of colors, getting those lean sources of protein, healthy fats like almonds. Now, when you talk about healthy fats, you're really talking about a healthy body. There are foods that they shouldn't eat on a daily basis.
All right, so let's talk for a minute about the foods that they shouldn't eat, because what do kids want to do? They want to eat fast food, they want to eat sweets. That's not actually the fuel and the energy that you're talking about.
No, because you're really looking at way too much fat. You know, you're looking at getting no more than about 30% of total calories from fat. On a 2,000 calorie diet, that's about 44 to 66 grams a day.
Yeah.
Well, most of the fast food meals have a lot more, sometimes double that amount. So, and plus that, the type of fats that are in fast foods, saturated fats and trans fats really clog up even our little itty bitty kids' arteries, cause hypertension, type 2 diabetes. That shouldn't be in our children. No. So clean foods, great sources, omega-3s, which are the healthy fat, keep our joints and muscles really, like, feeling really wonderful. Our skin nice, our hair nice, our blood pressure normal. You get that in almonds and fish oils.
Well, some good advice, because you've really helped me in my journey with my own son in terms of playing football. So thank you so much for being here with us this morning on The Balancing Act.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. And again, the book is Performance Nutrition for Football. To find it, go to primeathlete.com.